I present the budget for 24-25. We need to focus on four major costs. The people have given a unique opportunity to our government. Job creation in manufacturing. 30 lakh youth entering employment and their employers.
The biggest focus of this budget has been employment for India's young across all sectors, including opportunity for apprenticeship in private companies. The government will also provide a month's salary up to 15,000 rupees to the new recruits through direct benefit transfer. However, another significant aspect of this budget, which has now become a huge talking point, is the removal of indexation. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman introduced significant revisions to capital gains taxation, focusing particularly on real estate transactions in the Union Budget 2024. While these changes aim to reduce taxpayers' burden, they just might pose a dual challenge for individuals looking to sell properties or engage in real estate transactions. The budget has eliminated the indexation benefit, which previously enabled property owners to adjust their purchase price for inflation, thereby reducing taxable profits. In Budget 24-25, the Finance Minister has removed this benefit for home owners. To simplify the process, she has announced removal of indexation clause completely on real estate assets and has even brought down the long-term capital gains tax, or LTCG, the rate to 12.5% from 20%. Later, she did clarify that properties held before 2001 will continue to get the benefit, which allows property owners to adjust their gains for inflation. So what does this mean for homeowners? It means if you own a house which you're planning to sell, it's likely that you will end up paying more tax on the transaction from now on. As a key change comes into effect post the Union Budget that is tabled by the Finance Minister, capital gains tax on sale of real estate assets like homes would be higher for most owners. Experts say effective tax incidence on LTCG against real estate assets would be higher for most owners, especially for those who are holding the property for more than 5 years. Interpreting the indexation concept, inflation erodes the purchasing power of money over time. And adjusting the purchase price for the inflation reduces the taxable capital gain, which may result in lower tax payments. Without the indexation benefit, tax are calculated based on the original purchase price without adjusting for inflation. This would lead to a higher taxable capital gain despite the lower LTCG rate. Essentially, while the tax rate is reduced, the taxable amount might be higher due to the absence of inflation adjustment, potentially resulting in increased taxes. So what is indexation benefit? Now, when you buy an asset, say a property, and then decide to sell it years later, its value usually increases because of inflation, the general rise in prices over time. Indexation helps to adjust the purchase price of the asset to reflect this inflation. Now, the removal of the indexation benefit means that you just might be paying taxes on higher amount than earlier. In the example above, after this rule comes into effect, you would then be paying a tax of 15 lakh rupees instead of 7,69,462 rupees. However, this downside is partially offset by the fact that the government has reduced LTCG tax rate from 20% to 12.5%, which additionally, this might be bad news for property sellers. It is definitely good news for the government's coffers. And for those selling properties dating 2001 or after, the benefit from the lower LTCG tax must be weighed against the complete loss of indexation benefit. So should taxpayers be concerned? Well, the elimination of indexation benefits is a significant concern for numerous investors in the real estate market, especially for those who are holding properties over the long term. In the absence of indexation, it is anticipated that the taxable capital gain on real estate sales will increase, which also increases the seller's tax burden. This might have a big effect on the acquisition's net profit. The higher tax obligation might reduce the total return from the sale, which discourages real estate investment, particularly for those with longer holding periods where inflation is more significant. In fact, according to Piyush Botra, who's the co-founder and CFO, Square Yards, This move is likely to reduce the attractiveness of real estate as an asset class. He says, and I quote, "The removal of the indexation benefit in LTCG for property sales is a dampener indeed for the real estate market." However, the simplification of tax structures from a long-term perspective is indeed a welcome move.